Hey everybody, I'm just going to jump into it so we can save time. So what we're going to look at is the wingspan of period 4, which I typed up over here already. And those are the data points for wingspan from period 4. I just took 10 people and I just put it there. So that's the data we're going to look at. What is the mean? So I'm going to calculate the mean for you guys. The mean is going to be adding up all the numbers first. So 76 plus 67 plus 60 plus 77 plus 62 plus 68 plus 68 plus 68 plus 64 plus 67. Alright, so now I have that number. I need to divide by the number of people, and the number of people would be 10, so I divide by 10. So I know my mean is 67.7, so that's the mean. Alright, now I need to do the median, so I'm going to put everything in order. I'm going to put 60, then I'm going to put 62, then I'm going to put 64, then I'm going to put 67, 67, 68, 68, 68, 76, then 77. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so there we go. There are 10 things there. Alright. Now, when we're looking for the median, what we want to do is find the middle number. So when they're all in order, we're looking for the middle here. So I can like cross off 60 and 77. Right? Let's say I looked at both of these, putting an X next to it, saying I looked at them. 62 I looked at, 66 I looked at, 64, 68, 67, that means I looked at 68, and now I have 67 and 68, which are both looked at. But now I don't have a middle, right? I don't necessarily have a middle. So what I need to do is average 67 and 68. I'm going to clear it. So the average between 67 and 68 is I add them both together, 135, and I divide by 2 for two numbers. So the median is 67.5 for this. What is the mode? Obviously the mode is the one that shows up the most often, and the one that shows up the most often for this is 68. So 68 inches is the most common wingspan. Okay. Alright, after that, what of those does the box and whisker plot focus on? The box and whisker plot typically just focuses on the median. That's what we're mostly looking at, okay? The reason for that is the box plot is the median box plot, and we're basically separating each piece. So let's go ahead and draw that out. Let me draw that out for you guys. We have a line like this, and we have our maximum here and our minimum here. So our maximum here would be 77, and that's our max. Our minimum here would be 60, and that's our minimum. Then we want to put our median in there, which was 67.5. 67.5 should be something like over here, 67.5, and that's our median. Okay. So from here, you're gonna have quartiles, and what we've done is we've split this entire line into two parts, right? We have 50% of people are shorter or have a shorter arm span than 67.5, and 50% of them have more than 67.5. So half of the people have bigger than 67.5 wingspan, and half the people have less than 67.5. So this median is called quartile 2. The reason for that is if you have 2 quarters out of $1, how much do you have? You have 50 cents, which is half of $1. So the median is exactly half. Okay. Now from here, you're gonna take these 5 things, and you're gonna take that median, and it's gonna give you the next median. So the median here would be 68, and that's Q3. So essentially you're cutting it in half, then you're cutting it in half again. So here's Q3, which is 68. That's going to be something like right here, 68, and this is also known as Q3, quartile 3. Okay, and then from the top, I know that one is going to be 64. That's Q1, 64, something like right here. And this is going to be called quartile 1. Now, this part gets boxed. Okay, so what you can assume from these quartile things is that this is the first quartile, third quartile, this one is the second quartile right down the middle. This first part right here tells me that all this, 25% of people. Okay. And then same here. This is another 25, another 25, and another 25. So 50% of people are in between 64-inch wingspan and 68-inch wingspan. So quartiles like help you recognize what's the important part. And the reason why that box part is the most important, in my opinion, and like for most people's opinion, is that it shows you where things are most closely centered to. Are people really close to 67.5? And that's yes. Most people have an average that's close to 67.5. Then you have people with gigantic wingspans like a Kevin Durant, or period 4, that'd be like a Justin Gibbs, right? He has a really long wingspan and he can reach really far. Or like a Michael Phelps, right? And those are people that are on the outside. But for the most part, we're all densely packed in here. So what is a quartile? It's just kind of like separating the data into 4 parts. Okay. What does the left whisker to the left edge of the box represent that? This would be the bottom 25. Okay. That would be the bottom 25. What does the left edge of the box to the center of the box represent? That's the from 25% to 50% of people. So just to reiterate, this would be your bottom 25%. And it's kind of weird from there. Then later you'd have from here to here would be your quartile 2. And it's more or less like a visual thing, just so you can see it. Alright, so there's from 25 to 50%. What does the center to the right edge of the box represent? From 50% to 75%. What does the right edge of the box to the right whisker represent? From 75% to 100. Alright, so that's essentially like everything you need. Couple trick questions about this is, I want you to think about this. How many people are between 68 inches and 77-inch wingspans? Okay, so from the graph it looks like there's a lot of people like in there, right? But that's not necessarily true. This is only 25%, the upper 25%. And how many people are truly taller than 68 inches in wingspan? Just 2. The 76 and 77. Okay, so what we're doing with the box and whisker class is we're essentially just kind of like, we're trying to make a box that shows 50% of the people are close together, and then you have people on the outside, the whisker part. Okay, so that's it for this video. Just make sure you guys finish the rest of this worksheet. Just order this in order, then put in, I guess it kind of messed up here. So put in your own box and whisker plot. So the minimum, put it there. Then you put your Q1, your median, which is your Q2. Then later you're going to have your Q3, and then your maximum. Okay, which is also, I guess you could call it Q4. Okay. Now on the back it's just true, false, and kind of just explain your statements. There's a lot of things to just think about. So if you guys truly understand it and just think about it, then you guys are good. All right. That's it. I'll see you guys in class.